What's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new reaction video. You probably already know what this is because I can tell you now, I've received Twitter DMs, I've been tagged in so many Twitter posts, I was receiving Discord DMs, Discord messages in my Discord, Twitch chat was getting flooded with you guys just going, Bits, Let's Game It Out has dropped a new video, Twitch DMs, YouTube comments from random different videos, even if it was like a year ago, trying to get my attention. I heard, I saw, I'm here, but also I reacted to this live over on the live stream. So you will see chat saying hello and all that kind of stuff, and we did a live reaction of it this time. So I'm going to pass it over to live stream Bits for you to watch this reaction. And remember to go into the description and the pinned comments and show Josh some love. And oh no, boy, this video made me cry. And I'm not joking. It literally made me cry. So enjoy the video and keep smiling.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to
Josh.
Let's Game It Out.
How you
playing
doing?
Satisfactory today. My favorite factory game that's all about excess. Like, you could build a normal factory, but why? When you can make abominations like...
I'm already dreading it, and I'm already pausing it, like, first, like, because I'm worried, because it's trains, and trains go boom, boom.
This. And then when this base gets completely out of control, you can slide your way across the map and make something even more wild. But that's really the beauty of this game, is take something and make it beautiful in your own way. Like, it gives you stuff like drones, which are used for transporting items, or you can make hundreds of them, slap
we know how
explosives
that
all
went
over
last
them,
time,
and then
right?
send them all across the map and pretend you're in Top Gun. Watch your six! Oh, and also I sent them all to try and land on one platform, so now they're just waiting forever. A beautiful column of drones into the sky. Anyway, welcome to Satisfactory, where everything in my base is a mess. And in this video, we're gonna try and make that better. Spoiler, we're gonna make it worse. All that
Of course he is. Of bloody course.
that's all cementing in your brain. Let me tell you about today's sponsor. I've partnered with Paradox Interactive to highlight
City
a hot
Skylines?
deal coming up right now for City Skylines. So let me tell you the two things you need to know most. For one, you can play City Skylines right now for free.
For free?
Because from November 10th to the 14th over on Steam, it's free to download and try for yourself. And the other thing you need to know is this game is amazing for screwing around. Oh, and also building like functional, sprawling cities. I wouldn't personally know, unless you count what I'm doing here, where I'm changing a simple bridge into something a little more adventurous. Yeah, let's go with adventurous. Sorry, officer. I hope you don't have anywhere to be in a hurry. And in addition to this, we're also just trying to make people as unhappy as possible. And if we're lucky, a bunch of, quote, natural disasters will bless our city. Somebody call the fire department. Just kidding. I deleted all those. I mean, this is all kind of a form of city management, right? So if you're up for some city building or city unbuilding, maybe take a gander at the linky in the description, which will take you where you need to go to get started. So that's pretty much it. Super easy recommendation. I'm sure the game agrees with me that City Skylines is a blast. And thanks again to Paradox for sponsoring. So our first
So if you're watching this on YouTube, go over and support him without link. If you're here on Twitch, I'll put the link in the description. You can go over it in a second, all right? All right.
Major thing we have to do is find a way to get all of these resources from this base, and we're gonna move it over here to something new. Specifically, these beautiful floating platforms. I mean, look at all the lush landscape here.
Oh, this is the first time he's coming across the Oasis, isn't it? This is the most recent. He's on the most recent update now. Like, he's currently in the present.
Here, we've got platforms to put stuff, we've got waterfalls, and we've also got all kinds of flora to destroy. Who said you could grow in my new base? But don't worry, we have a tried and true solution for that. What do you think of this tree?
He's gonna play with nuclear bombs. He's gonna get nuclear bombs.
Much better. And I haven't forgotten about you pesky leaves. Everybody gets a piece. Oh, but there's so much of this to take out. That's okay, I think I have a solution for how to take care of this stuff quickly. It's called explosives. First things first, we gotta do a quick test. I realize this doesn't seem like it'll pack a punch, but it should be enough to take care of this little old tree. Here goes nothing. Yep, that sure worked a treat, didn't it? Well, I think we know what needs to happen now. We gotta put these things all over the place.
We've all done this. I do this, especially within, what, the swamp? Already place I want to do mass foliage, but I want to know what level he's going to take it to.
Plenty to go around. You know, I kind of have to wonder, is this overkill for one plant? Like, I could just walk up and do this to all of those, but who wants to do landscaping with their hands? Anyway, I'm sure that this will be enough. We've got explosives in pretty much everything. Too many? No such thing. And it's not just up here either. We've also rigged everything down here. These trees are going to be no match for all these explosives. Anyway, here goes nothing. Yeah, take that, all you individual little bushes. Uh-oh, did I miss one? Just kidding. Oh, see, now this is what progress looks like. If by progress we mean combusting everything not nailed down. Yep, that'll about do it. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know, because it turns out some of this foliage is permanent, but that's okay. Anyway, now that we have all this emptied out space, it's time to bring our stuff over. Starting with our
desert. Oh my god,
the
drones. The drones, chat. The big tornado of drones. That was the most recent video before this, right? The madness of drones.
Because it's closer. And in case you're wondering, what are we going to do with all of these drones? Are we going to use them for beautiful transporting? And the answer is no. What I'm trying to say is this thing is like a monument now. So there's no way we're touching it. That, and honestly, it doesn't matter where in the world you are.
I'm not going to lie, it does look beautiful, all right, doesn't it? You know, it's not a bad thing. It's not crazy clipping like all the tornado stuff. It's like a swarm of bees.
All you need to do is look to the sky, and there's Drone-tasia just waiting for you.
Drone-tasia.
So you're probably wondering, if not the drones, how are we going to transport all of this stuff? Because, oh boy, is there a lot. You know, like these things, and all of this stuff. But don't you worry, the solution is right in front of us. It's called a tractor. So versatile, so bulky, and we're going to use it to get over this ridge right here. And it's not going to be as easy as just hopping in and driving this thing over everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty good at handling some of this, but we can't possibly ask it to handle all of this, can we? Wait, or can we? Easy, easy. Just watch your head, buddy. Nope, I take it back. We are nice and stuck. And it's not like we can just start it even closer, because there's no way it's going to be able to traverse all this stuff. But that's okay. We're going to employ the use of another friend.
He's going to put like 1,000 bloody jump pads down and jump between them. That's what he's going to do.
Do you remember these? Jump pads. Here's a refresher in case you don't remember. That's it. They launch you. But the one thing I don't know for sure is if we can use trucks on these. So let's give it a shot and find out. Here goes nothing. Oh, well, shiver me timbers, it does work.
Did you know beans work on them as well? Just don't tell Josh.
Well, this gives me an idea. If we can get it to bounce off one like that, then why not more? You get to set their overall trajectory, and you can adjust that any way you want. So if I'm...
Do you remember a couple of videos back when I was telling you when he first put these down? That basically how that's what they look like now? Yeah. He's basically showing you what I was talking about, basically.
Move this so that it's basically gonna land right here, and then I take another one and I place it here so that whatever's flying off of this first pad will fly right into the air and then land on this.
It's gonna save him so much time doing it this way instead of guesstimating and then trial and error, then place another one, and yeah.
This one. And then will it bounce up and fly all the way over there? Only one way to find out. Here goes landing on one. All right, let's see if it lands on two. Oh my goodness, it sure does. Well, I'm sure we can see where this is gonna go, right? All we need to do is put a bunch of these things all around over here so that they can get us up there. This shouldn't be hard at all. We can just build foundations and then put our little jump pads on these.
Why did he use 1 meter foundations there? Why 1 meter foundations? Why?
Positioning them in such a way so that we have a good place to put the next one. And then once that one's in position, we just go ahead and set up for the next one. And we know where it's gonna land, and then so on and so forth. And okay, hold please. Okay, so I was working on these for a while, and oh boy, all the things I have to show for it.
Did you notice the truck?
Okay.
Did you notice the little truck there?
So I was working on these for a while, and oh boy.
I don't think you can see it. Just hold on.
All the things.
There, right there. Right there. Just kind of hanging off. He's just like, help, daddy, save me.
I have to show for it. So many jump pads. I wish this jump pad business was an Olympic sport because I would definitely get like bronze or like 4th place. Anyway, let me get to the starting point so you can experience the whole thing as it was meant to be experienced. So here's basically how it works. We get in this truck and then we go down to this first jump pad. And once we do that, it bounces up to here and then it goes up to here. And then this bounces you farther and farther and you get the idea. Will this actually work? Only one way to find out. Let's go. Mission successful on the first couple of bounces. Leading up to these bounce pads, that should propel us forward. And oh boy, do we have a journey ahead of us. But the good news is my horn works. Yeehaw!
Beep, beep.
Well, got a little off kilter there, but it looks like we're back on. As you can see, this is an exact science. What a lovely new way to experience all the ins and outs, the nooks and crannies of this base. Oh my god, it's going so well so far.
You know, for those in YouTube, in the Twitch chat then, just going, wait, how did he get that there? There you go. That's how we did it.
Well, that'll teach me to say anything. And attempt number 2. Much cleaner liftoff this time. I have high confidence. Look how we're landing on each one of those pads. Whee! You know, and you can say what you want, but you sure can't beat these views. Uh-oh. Looks like that's it for us. Nope.
It was just a random.
But you sure can't beat these views. Uh-oh. Looks like that's it for us. Nope, no, it's not. Oh, it only took 2 tries, but we...
The beep helps, Jack. The beep helps. All right, I'm bloody crying here, Jesus.
Made it up. Yep, the system is perfect. And before you know it, we're catapulting across these beautiful canyons. It couldn't be more simple, except for that one that I really didn't think we were going to make. I would like to take this opportunity to mention that I cannot believe this is working at all. Well, that's what I get for saying that. Okay, attempt number 500.
Wait, am I just like kind of foreseeing this? Is anyone else about to see about 100 trucks about to appear? And it's going to be a massive drawn serpent. Not drawn serpent, a bloody vehicle serpent. Is anyone else expecting to see 100 vehicles in a minute?
53, and then we bounce off the thing, and then it's like, oops, so it makes it after all. Things are going great. I don't know.
Oh, I just realized I was on the wrong scene there. Jesus Christ, Chad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm doing this live. Okay? This is a live reaction. I can't go back and edit this. Jesus, give me a break.
Attempt number 553, and then we bounce off the thing, and then it's like, oops, so it makes it after all. Things are going great. I don't know this for sure, but I think one of the challenges is, especially with a vehicle, it's not an exact science, but also frame rate might play a role in that. But if there's one thing I can tell you, my frame rate is anything but stable. That doesn't mean I'm not confident we can eventually get this. Still going. This is the farthest we've ever, never mind.
This is literally the whole video. The whole video is literally just trucks bouncing.
Oh my god, I think this might be the one. I think we might make it to the next section. Look at all these successful bounces. Life is beautiful. I set up all of these bounce pads, and for what? This moment, that's what. Look, the finish line. We can see it. Nail it. Nail it. Oh my god, we're gonna do it.
He tried to land it in jelly pad. He tried to land it in jelly pad. After everything he's built there, he's trying to make it land safely. He's learning. Oh shit. He's slowly switching.
Close enough. Okay, so I think we can agree that this is not going according to plan. And like you, I had a dream of trucks just flying.
What did we just say? What did we just say? Are you ready? Because I think it's about to happen.
Fancy free through the sky. But I think this was probably never meant to be, and I'll show you why. I'm watching this thing from far away, and at a point, something seems to happen.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna... Oh, yeah, that's gonna happen. So for those that don't know, when you go out a render distance, the vehicles kind of jump from node to node, kind of, when they have a specific tracking. And they become basically invisible. We can see them, but they're not collisionable, if that makes sense.
Now, I know from back here it looks like it's fine, right? Looks like it's just hanging out on something. Oh,
yeah.
But that's not the case. It's just frozen in midair. And then as we get closer to it, it just falls right out of the...
If he's probably thinking what I'm thinking, he's about to do so many trucks, and then he's gonna freeze them all in midair and let it rain. I think he's gonna do that. Like a tidal wave of stuff.
The sky, which leads me to believe that even if we got this working the way we would like it to, there's no way we can automate it, because if we step too far away from the trucks, they won't keep going. And we can't ride every truck to the end. Oh, but don't you worry, we've got a backup plan. But before we move on, we gotta test one thing. We gotta test to see what happens when we launch one.
What's going on? That intro was not meant to play. I tried to hit the... Do we need to get him back? It's okay. We have the last remaining one, I think.
One of these guys. What's wrong, little guy? Why are you so... Oh, no, you don't. Get back here. Where are you going? Hey, where are you going? I said, where are you going? Yes. Let's run straight to the bounce pad.
The doggo did it himself. The doggo's like, this guy, I'm out. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with this guy. Even
Pads. Ah, there we go. Fly free, little guy. It's for science. Oh, it's probably fine, right? Don't worry, I'm sure he's just sleeping all the way down this dune. In conclusion,
you know that tweet he posted? Is the doggo just sleeping?
it seems like it worked really well. Anyway, we still need a good solution for transporting all these materials, and I think this is going to be the solution. It's another train station. Station 25. We can do better than that. Let's see. I want to say sand and successful. Wait, stop right there. Sand cessful. Wait, still not done. Sand cesspool. Yay, we did it. We got there.
Okay.
So we've used trains before, not really to actually transport anything. Back in our old base, we actually have a bunch of trains rolling around.
He's for sure about to play with train collision. I remember, when was it? When train collision first come out, and we experimented with train collision, putting it down ramps and everything. I'm interested to see what he's going to do now. Is he going to put like 200 trains coming down a hill and smashing at wall all at once to create a mega explosion? I don't know. I don't know.
Right now. They're legitimately here solely to generate electricity, which causes these nuclear plants over here to actually work. Because if they have no reason to generate energy, they won't. And if they're not generating electricity, then they're not generating toxic waste. And if we're not taking steps to ruin every part of the environment, what's the point? Anyway, all that to say, back over at this base, we've never tried to use trains for good. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to build a bunch of rails, especially because where we're building them could use a little more beautifying, don't you think? I know I do. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Especially because I know this will be easy.
What did he end up calling this, chat? What did he call this area? Some of you will know. I can't remember what he said. I can't remember what he said. No, not the train. This crazy place. Not the train line. Beltnado. I don't think. No, it was the Beltnado. It was this area. Terratown. That was it.
Do and take no time at all. And connected. Well, that was easy. I'm kind of showing you the end first, but here we are at our station. Why am I like this? Or as I like to pronounce it, yummy, like this. So this thing here is where our trains will eventually end up. And by that, I mean there are rails everywhere. Coming from the station.
It's like a bloody Hot Wheels track. Isn't it? It's like a Hot Wheels track. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hot right now. I feel like I'm sweating. It's getting a little... I'm like, I got all that laughing just rushed loads of blood to my head.
going over cliff sides, impossible loops that don't really make sense, and then, you know, all kinds of stuff. This part probably wasn't necessary to get the job done, but boy, it sure is fun, and it doesn't really improve once we get to the main mess. You can kind of tell which one's for trains and which aren't, because the train ones are just a lot bigger. Either way, before we mess with these any further, let's head back to our starting platform and make sure this thing works at all. Now leaving station sand cesspool. So the first part of this journey is real obvious and easy. We pick up great speed as we enter the big avalanche of stuff. I like to think of this as the world's weirdest roller coaster, full of twists and turns, clipping through the rock face entirely, and in general just a whole lot of completely unnecessary twists and turns. But really, what would the point be if it were straightforward? Besides, this gives you a chance to take in all these glorious views, and then eventually you find yourself on the other side, and thank goodness there's no clipping, because I can just build these rails over rails. What a space-saving convenience, with probably no consequences whatsoever.
Consequences whatsoever. I don't believe this.
And then before you know it, we arrive at the other station safe and sound. Yummy like this indeed. And if this train were pulling cargo behind it, this little claw thing would unload it before the train goes back on its way. So let's go ahead and finish this track. So the whole thing is one solid loop of amazing cargo management. Besides, you saw how quickly we did it the first time. This won't take long at all.
Ah! Ads!
And then before you know it, ta-da! Track is complete. Excellent. Setting up this behemoth of rails and other crap only took a mere 4 hours. Good God. I mean, the good news is I didn't know that this base could get any weirder looking, but it turns out there's...
It is starting to remind me of a Hot Wheels track. You know? I think it's just missing loopity-loops and all that stuff, you know?
Always room to improve. So let's pretend you're this up-and-coming rail car just about to pull into the station. Now you can just keep going and have yourself the return journey of a lifetime, commingling with all these conveyor belts in the most claustrophobic way possible. Wow, what a palate cleanser. Honey, I'm home. Round trip only took 10 whole minutes. What a thrill ride. Now that the train tracks are all set, the next thing we need to do, we need to take all these materials here that are currently just waiting for something to happen to them, and we need to funnel them all the way back over to the train station. So first things first, I'm adding a freight platform, which if we come around to the other side, we can see that it's got ports for us to feed in the goods. That's where the supplies go to get on the train. So first we're going to build a bunch of these things. Snazzy giant containers. Now these two on the right are for receiving items. We're not going to need those because we're only sending stuff out from here, which means connecting this container over to this thingamabob here. And same with the bottom one.
Okay. I'm going to give him credit. To optimize trains, you need to use both inputs for your lines. Even Josh knows this. Get so many people asking, how do I optimize trains? Maximize both inputs and outputs.
One for basically no reason. There we go. The conveyor belts are running and hungry for supplies. So basically, previously, we had all of these supplies funnel through one belt already, which is this one right here. Instead, we're going to run these supplies over to that container that we set up. There we go. And now supplies go in, and on the other side, they pile out, conveniently going into our cargo thingamabob so that we can more easily transport everything. What a lovely system we've made for ourselves. Now, the next step is we need to add a freight car, like that. That way, the train's going to pull into the station, deliver to us some sweet, sweet cargo, and then off it goes for a magical journey. And it sure is hauling ass with that cargo. What a harrowing journey it must be going on. And then before you know it, here comes our bountiful cargo. Choo choo. Quickly use your grippy fingers to take that off my hand. And just like that, glorious supplies. And then the train starts its journey home to get another haul. Well, if one thingy of cargo is good, surely more is better, right? I mean, really, how many of these...
Do you remember, like, a couple of episodes back, we talked about train to carriage ratio and how at some point it will crash the game? I think we might find out. I think we might find out. Because if he's only going to put one train at the front of this, this is going to go mega slow. Mega slow. But I think he's about to create a serpent.
These can we add? Because I'm just going to keep going until it stops me. So based on initial estimates, no, there is not a limit to how many train cars you can put on.
I felt like he just attacked me right there. like he just attacked me and violated me. But it's not moving anywhere yet. I feel like he just looked at me, got a fish, and we're like, shut the up, bits.
This thing. Like, it's kind of hard to see because it's just more cacophony in here. I mean, I just kept connecting them. And I think I've got like 146 before I gave up. Because there's...
Okay, he's only done 146. Still less than the limit. Okay, it's fine. I think he's fine. But this is about to be a slow-ass train.
A point where I want to keep adding them, but when you get too deep into this stuff, you just can't see anything. So I guess let's see how this does. Hi-ho silver. All of this goodness slowly pulling into the station. And go ahead and load cargo container number 1. Oopsie daisy, drop it a little forcefully, see if I care. And now moving on to the next one.
It won't. It won't. It won't, you spoon. If you've done 147 garages, you're going to need 147 freight platforms, you spoon.
Or not? Oh, okay. You're just gonna take the one, huh? Oh, silly me. I didn't set up the station correctly. I selected one load and unload, not all of them like I was supposed to. Well, it's still not stopping, but I think that's probably okay. And you know, I kind of like the idea of using all of this freight, all for just one cargo container, followed by 8 bajillion empty ones. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I feel like this is the right way to do it. I mean, he's impressed. See? Really impressed. And
I like how he's adding the sound effects to this video.
honestly, so far, so good. It's just slowly making its way downtown. Yeah, just shove that out of the way. It's of no concern to you. It failed where you're succeeding.
Oh my God.
Come on, you can do it. Push. Come on, pick up some speed. Would these drones say no? I don't think so. They keep climbing. I don't care that you're pulling 8 bajillion cars behind you. I expect you to accomplish the impossible. Oh yeah, definitely the optimal way to be transporting goods. At
100% the optimal way.
1/1,000,000th a mile an hour. Strike that. 0. Are you telling me there were consequences to this? Well, this is stupid. Can't I, like, get behind it and push or something? Hey, wait a minute. This gives me an idea. I will just give it a little push.
And then he's going to have 140 plus carriages all over Terrytown.
With my own rail. Okay, now remember, all we need to do is give it a little push. Watch out, help coming through. Oh. It would appear we've caused a minor derailment. I mean, most of it's still on the tracks, and the important part is the head of the train felt nothing at all, and is still not moving. What if I send another train in? What's the worst that could happen? Yep, went about as well as expected. Okay, you know what? I have kind of an idea. So this is the thing that's stuck. There's got to be some way to move this, and I think I might have just the idea. Is it possible that we can use jump pads for this? So let's go ahead and put a platform, and then a jump pad. And now with this thing ready to operate, all we need to do is give this a little push. This is going to be easy. So all I'm going to do is set up a rail.
Is this going to work? Is this going to work? Even I don't know if this is going to output, if this is going to work.
That's going to go right into this train car. And in theory, if we hit it just right, it should roll back onto this bounce pad and do a little something like this. Couldn't be more simple. But to give this rail some impact, we got to give it a really long running start. How long, you wonder? How about a little something like this? You know, something that goes up and up and up and up. And at the end of it all...
Okay, he's going for a gold medal. He's going for a bloody gold medal here.
There's a train up here, just waiting for liftoff. We're so high up, in fact, that we're eye level with our hyper cannon. And also so high up that we're up here with the fog where the air is thinner. So the question is, once we get up there and pilot this
the speed of this is going to be insane. It's going to be nuts.
Stellar craft, how fast do we think it's going to go? Well, let's see.
Wait, chat, what was the fastest record that we know? What was Old Knut's speed of the train? Was it 700 and something kilometers per hour? 727 Oh God, do you think Josh is going to beat it? So for those that don't know, Old Canuck is a streamer, and he kind of tried to make the fastest train. And 727 kilometers an hour is the fastest that's been clocked. So let's see if Josh can beat the speed of that.
Down the hill we go. Okay, so currently we're building speed. Just rounding 200 kilometers an hour. Still climbing. Time to collide. But why? I was only going at the speed of light. Okay, what if we nudge it a little bit nicer? Well, that one down there sure felt it. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case that this thing can interact with the jump pad. But that doesn't mean I don't have some other ideas. Like, if we put a ramp right here, what do we think will happen? Well, let's see. Well, that was pretty good, but not all the way to the other station good. All right, I got one more idea. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we have to try. Maybe what we need is to give it a nice little nudge. There we go. We built like a crappy little tunnel. And if all goes according to plan, this thing will sail right inside it. Oh, how I love doing research with giant multi-ton death machines. Hey, look, it made it, even though we didn't. Well, that seems to have done the trick. And now we're gonna see if we can try something else. We're gonna run this rail right through it, and we're gonna see if we put a train down right here, if when we drive this thing, we can just nudge it. And oh boy, we sure can, kinda. I think you can probably see where this is going, right? That's right, we're gonna build a much larger tunnel than that. We're gonna drag it all the way there. Now, we can't do it by hand because the thing has no cohesion. And we can't use the vehicles because that also doesn't work. So train tracks it is. Ah, yeah, there it goes. Just a quick...
This is about to become a bowling tournament.
Nudge up an otherwise really long corridor. Easy. Come on, we're just gonna keep on pushing it. Come on, come with me. That's right, keep on pushing. This is not how I thought this would work, but I'm sure happy it is. And then before you know it, we're at the very end of the tracks, and off it goes. I'm sure it's fine. Wow, look at that landing. That almost couldn't be more perfect. This is where it would have ended up anyway. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? How did you guys get in there? Oh, this simply won't do. Now look, I know the cargo basically made it here, but it looks like we've got some cleaning up to do. Yeah, run from me. So I hope you enjoyed what we did here. There's a lot more to come, but we're gonna cap it for now. So I hope you had fun. I know I did, and I'm about to. Hey, now that you've got some free time, why don't you go check out City Skylines? You can check it out for free right now. That is, if it's between November 10th and the 14th, 2022. But hey, you never know. Just go look it up on Steam. Maybe it's on sale right now. You don't know. Anyway, stay tuned for more Satisfactory, and I'll see you next time. Get over here.
Okay, he didn't physically hit them.
Shall I dispatch the welcoming?
There was the one doggo that kind of decided to preemptively do it with a jump pad, but we didn't physically see him do it at the end.
Do you want to grow your YouTube channel?
Do you want to grow your YouTube channel? But guys, go into the description. Go and show Josh some love. And I'm not gonna lie, that was the one I laughed at the most. So please show us a look, because that was flipping hilarious. So thanks for watching. And keep smiling. Jesus.